Hi, thanks for joining me today. Today is Froggy Friday, and I'm going to be making a Lemony Froggit. I'm going to be using the bigger frog mold, and I do have other projects I'm pouring and working on here. Into one of these, I will be adding some more resin. The clear, sparkly resin that's in there is already cured. And I'll be using 2 different colors of yellow resin dye to hopefully make a very deep yellow. This is way lighter than I want it, so I'm adding the deeper yellow now. And it becomes almost a sunflower yellow. It sort of looks like New York taxi cab yellow. After I pour this layer, I'll let the Froggy sit for about 30 minutes to allow the resin to thicken up a little bit. At least it's not my head that's in the shot this time. Froggy Friday is a weekly amphibian collaboration hosted by several awesome crafters. Lisa from Girl in the Garage, Karen from the Dragon's Cave, Lula from Nerd Goblin Art, Tim the Bass Resonator, and Gert from Gert Creates. As always, the playlist is in my description. Please go watch the other videos when you're done with this one. The resin has thickened up, and now it's time to add my little lemon slices. I also have a larger lemon slice. It's technically a polymer clay bead, but I use that one as well. Me being me, I must have turned off my timer because when I came back, this resin was really thick. When I put that larger lemon slice bead in here, you'll see what I mean. Whoops. There you can see the fruit and flower clay beads that I got. Okay, and here goes the lemon slice. You can see how thick the resin is. I end up pushing it down a little bit and it's kind of a goopy mess. But before I do that, I'm adding these little iridescent rainbows. I actually can't find these anymore and I'm so sorry, but I love these guys. I can't wait to use more of them this summer. Here I'm trying to push everything down, and eventually when I pull up my dotting tool, it brings the resin with it. Luckily, it cured just fine. Layer number 3 of resin will have this opaque white resin dye, and I'll add a little bit of yellow coloring to it just to make it barely yellow. It also has pearl shimmer in it, which didn't show up at all, so that was pointless. But I like the color. Once I get this poured, it's off to the curing machine for a couple of hours. Lemony Froggit is getting some seed beads for toes. I use my UV resin and I let it cure for 3 minutes. Okay, I just have to say, I love lemon. I don't know if anybody else does who's watching, but I'm now pouring what would be the peel color of the lemon, and I love lemon zest. I I swear I could put lemon in everything. Despite the fact that it says it was opaque, it really didn't come out very opaque. So I'm adding that white resin dye again. And of course I'm going to be adding some iridescent glitter. Glitter is life. That glitter is beautiful. Holy sparkle, Batman. That is so pretty. I love it. I make sure to go under the legs and the chin to try to dislodge any bubbles that might be there. There always are a few regardless, but it really helps to do this. After a couple of hours in my curing machine, this cutie pie is all ready to be taken out of the mold. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Wow, check him out! How cool is this? I love all the lemon slices, and I love the bigger lemon slice. Froggy kiss. Because he's got some marks on his back, I'm going to go ahead and paint it with some UV resin, and then I'll give it a cure for about 3 minutes. I thought about adding those bubbles to his back, but while I was looking at him a little more closely with all the bubbles that are inside around the lemon slices, it made me think of lemonade, so I went with that. I'm using these tiny little ice cubes, sort of ice chips. They're made of resin, and I find another lemon slice and I put that on there with some UV resin as well. So now Froggy has a little lemonade crown. I'm using the yellow Posca paint pen to color in his eyes. I do a fantastically poor job of this. I have no idea what my issue with eyes is, but I'm craptastic at this. I thought the acrylic craft paint and a micro brush would work better. It didn't. It did not at all. For my third attempt, I'm going to be using this Arteza acrylic paintbrush, and it's a super fine tip. He gets a cute little orange smile too. I decide to put some lemon slices over his eyes. He may as well have lemon slice eyes, right? I left the orange underneath though because I like that it matches his little smile. And I'm using my fabulous knockoff B7000 glue for this. It works really well. He is all done now though, and I really like the way he turned out. He is summery and festive and is making me super thirsty. I hope you like him. I love running with the fruit theme for summer. I think it's just really fitting. I'm actually giving this one to my oldest daughter who loves lemon. She's going to take it with her to college to display in her dorm. I hope you have a fantastical rest of your Friday. Thanks for hopping by. I'll see you soon.